It's Laura Pink Feather. 6, 7 years older. After the first, I can't see anything without the glasses here. It's just not light enough in here. But I'm looking at verse 23 of Exodus. And I have experienced quite a bit of personal persecution over the last 4 years. I've dealt with all kind of things. But I fell and broke my arm the other day. So my soul needing nourishment to exodus of the pain inside, and I was feeling the loneliness. You know, when you're not surrounded by people you love, people that love you, it's difficult, but Yeshua knew what that felt like. So as we return to Exodus 23 here, I want to read this. This is something that really spoke to my heart because there's been so much false witness. You shall not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You shall not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shall you speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment. Neither shall your countenance cause a poor man. Cat distracted me. Neither shall thou countenance a poor man in his cause. Cat. Don't pick on the elderly, alright? Hush, kitty, I already fed you. If you meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again. You know, yeah. You know what? The one fella that has really caused so much trouble, I have seen passed out in his car across the road, and instead of wishing evil upon him, I just started praying for him, you know. Because in this case, poor in spirit can mean just a lack of knowledge and understanding, and just so messed up that without somebody praying for you. Hello, I'm grateful to be here because my grandmother prayed for me. You shall not wrest the judgment of a poor in his cause. Keep you far from false matter. And innocence and righteousness don't slay, for I will not justify the wicked. I will not justify the wicked. It's better to forgive so that God can take care of business. And you shall take no gift, nor gift blind the wise, pervert the word of righteousness. Also, you shall not oppress a stranger, for you know the heart of a stranger, seeing you were strangers in the land of Egypt. Just when he had set the law of Sabbath in to take that rest, the 6 years shall you sow thy land, and together to gather the fruits thereof, but the 7th year you shall let it rest and lie still. Now, that's Shemitah. And what I took in at that time, for me, from 2014, I guess, to 17, and then I had a few more channels in between there. And Mama Nani went to Laura Pink Feather because of the ascension experience that I had. It was like Jacob's Ladder. Now I understand the Hebrew alphabet that the Lord gave us before it was confounded. And the word is lost in translation. But this is literally referring to purifying the inner being, the blood, 23, the DNA, 23andMe, and taking a Sabbath rest in order that seventh day in your inner churches. You do the work, you get to rest on the light. You're in the earth, and you do the inner work, and He rises us up. He rises Himself within us so that we can understand how much love He has for us. Because I don't know about you, I may be getting older, but I still need some work on getting younger. Amen. Better. I love that. It was 555. Y'all know that I shared that message of John 1:11, 2:22, 3:33, 4:40, 4:5. Oops, that's the 555. That's where the change comes in, because there's not a 55th scripture verse. I'll tell you the story real quick if you have not heard it. Okay, John 1:11 says He came into His own, but His own received Him not. When He was therefore, 2:22, when He was therefore raised from the dead, His disciples remembered what He'd said. And they believed the scriptures and the words that He'd said. John 3:33, the day He received His testimony, He said to their seal that God is true. Amen. And John 4:44 said, a prophet is not without honor except in his own nation. So then we get to the 555 and it's missing, and I asked the Lord, why? I don't want to go to 666 yet. And He said, go 655. There's the hidden key. Seek it, you'll find it. John 6:55. Then I went to 666. And you do this work yourself. You get to make a decision there whether you believe or not. But it's encoded in our DNA to wake us up at this time. 7:27. How about that? Alright, we're going to John 7:27. Ready? I see Ezra, I see Jeremiah, Hosea. Oh, y'all, if you knew the names and the meaning of the names, I could show you the meaning of the letters. We'll speak to them. John 7:27. After these things, Jesus walked in Galilee. He wouldn't walk with the Jewry because the Jews were seeking to kill Him. Unrighteous judgment, false witness. Okay, referring to 23. And the crown, because he was walking in the light, and he's of understanding. So now the Jews' Feast of Tabernacle was at hand. Okay, so his brothers wanted him to go down there and show off, and he was like, no, I'm not going down there. He said, my time's not yet come, but your time is always ready. Go ahead. You gotta testify. Alright? And the world cannot hate you, right? But me it hates, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. That's why they want to kill him. Alright, so go up to the feast. I shall not go up yet until this feast, for my time is not yet fully come. Kitty, 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 kitty! Come on, it's not time! Oh, she'll whine and curse. She's the loudest cat I've got. I'll be right back. Yeah, sure, honey. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. I love you. Go on, yeah. Anyway, it's very difficult to get any work done here at all, but I've managed the last 4 years, maybe more. So go up to the feast. I'm not going up yet, right? My time's not yet full come. All right. I'm gonna jump over here where Yeshua also says, my doctrine is not mine, but His that sent me. So if any man who do His will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. And he that speaks of himself seeks his own glory, but he that seeks the glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. So did not Moses give you the law, and yet none of you keeps the law? No way, you weren't about to kill me, right? Well, I'm going to skip now to 23, okay? Talking about circumcision, that means circumcision of the heart. See, John is a book about love, the love of God. That's why I say when you have somebody first come to the Lord, they're like, read the book of John. Well, I was stubborn and it took me forever to read it, and so God gave me the angel numbers and said, yeah, I got them all in one night. We kept waking up on the hour. 111, 222, 333, 444, 655 is the key. Alright. Seek and you shall find. For if any man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken, are you angry at me because I've made every man whole on the Sabbath day, on the seventh day in the crown? Renew the mind. Renew the body. (24) Judge not according to appearance, right? But judge righteous judgment. If you judge according to appearance, you might misjudge. You might bear false witness. You don't want to do that. Because we're talking about matters of life and death at this point. So we get to 7:27. Howbeit we know this man from who he is, but when Christ comes, no man knows whence he is. Did he not say, I shall pour out my spirit upon all flesh? No, look at that, was 11:37. Really, Lord? Okay. All right, y'all ready? 11, John 11:37. And some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even this man should not have died? And he was speaking of Lazarus. Okay, so there's your 11:11. All right? John 11:11 says, I go that I may wake him out of sleep. Lazarus, mssg, arise. It's real. I'll quote it from the scripture itself. These things said he, and after that he said to them, our friend Lazarus sleeps. Lazy RS is sleepy. But I go that I may awaken him out of sleep. And that's John 11:11. That's seeing that number. It's about the awakening, and it's confirmed in the scriptures, because whatever Jesus said, he had confirmed from all the way back here in Genesis. Where do we go now? 12:40? Oh, really? Is there that many? Let's go to, all right, 12:40. This is before the covenant with Abraham. Before the War of the Kings. Okay. (12 and 40). There is no verse 40. What about 4? Speaking to the heart. No, maybe I was supposed to go to John. I don't know. It didn't ring the bell there, so I'm going to go back to John 12 and 40, and we're just about there at 13:31. Okay. 12 and 30, Jesus answered and said, this voice came not because of me, but for your sakes. And then we've got 13:31. Therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. Wow, 32. If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him. 33. Little children, listen. Yet a little while I am with you. You shall seek me. And as I said unto the Jews, whither I go, you cannot come. So now I say to you, verse 34, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another. As I have loved you, that you may also love one another. And 35, by this all men shall know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Thank you for spending this time on the journey with me. strums a chord within your organs. Say, hey.